This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. I am here with Dorado Soapstone. Since 2005, they have grown to be the largest importer in the United States. They are the authority in soapstone for Colorado and across the nation. I'm here, I'm joined with Jeremy, Kat, Steve. Let's start off with you guys a little bit here. Start with you because this is something that basically you began. Obviously, it's your passion. Share with me how it is you got involved in this type of industry.
Perfect. In 2005, I noticed that there was nobody west of Vermont distributing soapstone, and I just thought it was a really cool product, read reviews and articles on it, and as an entrepreneur, I thought there was a niche here for soapstone and opened up our first store in Denver, Colorado in 2005.
Excellent. Let me ask you this. Obviously, as builders, consumers, we have many choices when it comes to materials to work with. Why is it soapstone is really gaining the attention of a lot of folks out there?
It's unique and different. Granite has kind of been gone over and done, and people are looking for something more unique and different than the everyday granite. And as people look for something more unique and different, soapstone's a great option for them.
This is really a metamorphic rock that has been quarried thousands of years, basically. Why is it a suitable choice when it comes to countertops?
First off, it's non-porous, so you never need to seal it. It's inert, meaning acids, alkalis will never stain it. It's pretty much bomb-proof. You can take a hot pot of boiling water off your stove, put it right on the countertops, and it doesn't hurt it. So it's non-porous, it's acid resistant, and heat doesn't bother it.
So we're talking about something that basically isn't going to be hurt when you are working with it in the kitchen. Great for the heat. Obviously, it's a green choice then is what you're talking about. Is this something that also not only is very functional, but is obviously beautiful to look at as well?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, people rave about it. As recent as last night, I was at an opening of a restaurant, and one of the writers of the magazine, someone introduced me as, Dorado Soapstone, and she's like, I have soapstone in my kitchen and I love it. And she writes about cooking in restaurants and food every day. So yeah, absolutely. People put it in their house, they fall in love with it, they talk about it to their friends, neighbors, everyone else.
So it's heat resistant, it's got a high capacity for heat, yet when we're working in a kitchen, that's not the only thing that can damage a surface. I mean, quite honestly, even wine or possibly vinegar, even tomato can soak into certain substances. Is this something that won't happen with this particular product?
Correct. Being inert, acids or alkalis do not harm soapstone, so it doesn't etch, it doesn't stain, so you can literally leave, like you're saying, tomatoes, lemons, wine on your countertops overnight as long as you want, wipe it up, and it's gone. It doesn't hurt the countertop at all.
People know a little bit about marble and some of the different surfaces out there. This is definitely an alternative approach for them that is gaining a lot of popularity. Basically, they can go online, check out a little 2-minute questionnaire to find out if it's a good fit for them, or even better, come in and talk with one of the professionals. What are some of the questions they want to be asking themselves when they're looking at this kind of material? At the end of the day, it boils down to aesthetics. They really look at the stone from it. Does it fit my kitchen? Is it going to 10, 20 years from now, is the style, is the look going to go out of date or not? They do ask about pricing as well, and then they talk about, how does it compare to marble or granite? Those are a lot of the questions that we get about soapstone. Excellent, and once again, it's a natural product, so I mean, there really are no two pieces alike, which makes it very unique, and yet at the same time, basically, you're talking about multiple colors as well as multiple styles, is that right?
Yeah, we stock anywhere between 10 to 12 different colors, and so, homeowners, designers, architects can come down and pick out their own individual slab. Like you said, it is a unique product where it's natural, so every slab could be different, so yeah, people come down, pick out their individual slab, and that's the piece they fall in love with and want, in their kitchen.
It's strange that basically this is something that's been around for thousands of years, yet it's kind of new to a lot of people to be working with. One of the products that it was used in back in the 1900s was soapstone sinks. Is that something that you're able to provide as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Soapstone sinks, we do solid block, hand-carved soapstone sinks, then we do fabricated sinks as well.
And let me ask you this, as far as folks are able to use it, I mean, we talk a lot about a kitchen because it's great there, but it really can be used anywhere throughout the house. One of those places is basically in tile work. This is something that not only holds heat, but also can push out heat pretty evenly across the board, so I imagine it's great for fireplaces as well as radiant heat floors. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, because soapstone has great heat retention properties. If you heat it up, it'll stay warm throughout the day. So people definitely use it over infrared radiant heat systems, and it's cozy. You walk over it with your feet. It has a nice warm feel to it, and it also heats your house.
You discussed earlier that it's a non-porous material. I would imagine this would work pretty good also maybe in a bathroom or mudroom where people are using maybe chemicals of shampoo or what have you. Does it hold up pretty well as that way to go?
Yeah, that's like one of the best uses for it. With all the chemicals in today's beauty products, hair products, shampoos, soaps, and stuff like that, other materials do etch, they do stain over time. So if you go into bathrooms at hotels and resorts and you just look at the countertops, you'll notice that they've stained, etched, discolored. Soapstone won't do that. So you can literally put the harshest of chemicals, from beauty products to soaps, shampoos on it, and it wipes off. You don't have any discoloration. It looks just like when you put it in.
Excellent. Tell me a little bit about your location here. You guys are able to provide pretty much everything from large slabs for the do-it-yourselfer all the way down to tiles. We're talking about square footage place here. Are you doing the cutting right here, or is there something that's done off-site?
That's actually something that's done off-site. We only wholesale here. We sell to a fabricator, and the way that the process works for a homeowner is they would come and pick out the material, and then we would pass that information on to their fabricator, and the fabricator gives them a price per square foot installed.
Price per square foot. Quite honestly, I look at something like this not as an expense, but I really look at it as an investment, because this is one way for people to put value into their home, yet when they turn around and sell the home, I mean, these upscale improvements people are doing anymore, I imagine that's what really can add to the bottom line.
Yeah, absolutely. When people are building a home, they're always thinking about what's going to be the value of my house 20, 30 years from now. So when choosing a countertop choice, a lot of people do choose soapstone. Quartz is also popular right now because they want a product that's going to 20, 30 years from now still hold its value versus we need to rip it out and replace it because it's dated. So yeah, it's a great choice for that.
Dorado knows soapstone basically is what people realize. You guys are the authority here. Not only passionate about what you offer, but also in educating the consumers out there. They're able to come in and find out what works for them. I see a lot of folks who decide to either oil or wax this product. Is that more for the aesthetics of it, or is this actually for protection?
It's purely cosmetic. It's very nice. A lot of people decide not to do it, but some people decide to do it because soapstone is the only natural stone that doesn't take a sealer. So like cutting an apple, it oxidizes, but of course much more slowly. But so in order to even out the darkening that will occur over years, they wax it and just darken it all at one time. It's very nice.
Interesting. So quite a big difference between for the waxing or the oiling. What about in a soft soapstone versus a hard soapstone? Is that something people need to be educated on as well?
Absolutely. If everybody knows, if everyone has the right idea about what's going to happen over the years, because the softer soapstones will patina over years, and we sort of compare it to an expensive leather briefcase. In 15 years, it's still going to be exquisite. It's not going to look just the way it did when it was new, but it's going to look fabulous in its own right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So it looks great. It's very functional. Basically, if you want to go green, this is the way to go, because the fact that even after the fire gives out, these things are still giving out heat to the rest of your home makes it pretty exciting. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. First of all, on the website, you can take a look at multiple locations they can actually serve you. Basically, we're here in Denver, Colorado. Across the state, they can take care of you, but also across the nation. Basically, working with consumers as well as professional builders out there as well. They have quite a network. Take a look at the gallery, check out their blog. If you have any questions, check them out on Facebook as well. They'll keep you apprised of all the different looks and styles they have there as well. You can also request samples just as easily. One of the other products that basically you're working into is new stone quartz. Tell me a little bit about that, and is that something new that you've come into play with?
Yeah, 3 years ago we launched New Stone Quartz. It is a manufactured quartz slab material used for countertops as well, and the demand for quartz is growing nationwide. It's a very consistent material where designers, specifiers, architects can choose from samples the color of their kitchen countertop that they want and rely on that sample to have a slab that's pretty much identical to it. So as quartz countertops have grown in popularity, we saw a good demand for it throughout the United States, And so now we are currently selling new stone quartz slabs as well.
So it's quartz and jadestone slabs is something they can find here as well. How do those two compare as far as cost competitive with let's say, other alternatives in the market?
Yeah, with most slab products, you're going to have a category like A through D. A is going to be the most cost effective, and D is going to be the most expensive. So we have price points from A all the way through D. So we'll have quartz slabs that are more cost effective, and we have quartz slabs that are more expensive. So we cover all ranges of the price.
Obviously, they can come on in, call you on the phone, find out some information about this. But really, the best way is to really come in and actually feel this type of thing. We're talking about a surface that can hold up to quite a bit. It works great in the kitchen, works great around a fireplace. It's antibacterial. I mean, it's pretty amazing stuff when you start looking into the details of this type of surface.
Yeah, absolutely. And just go into your local kitchen and bath showroom or your local fabricator and ask them, hey, do you have samples of Dorado Soapstone or New Stone Quartz? They probably do. We have over 1,000 dealers nationwide that carry our displays, our towers, our samples, and we educate them, on a weekly basis. So go to your neighborhood kitchen and bath showroom, go to your neighborhood fabricator, ask them about New Stone Quartz, ask them about Dorado Soapstone, and they could possibly educate you as well.
Not only a great product, but great customer service as well. We're talking about taking people from the beginning of their choice all the way through. Is it kind of rewarding for you once you guys see some of this get put in place? And I read some of the testimonials. It sounds like people are totally pleased with it. Is that an enjoyable process for you?
Oh, most definitely. It's really great. We're really in people's homes in a meaningful way for a long time, So when we're partnering with them to help them find the perfect surface to fit their kitchen or their bathroom or an island in their living room, it really is. It's a big responsibility because it's going to that relationship that we have for a few weeks is actually going to be something that's going to be existing in their living environment indefinitely.
Kat, if there was somebody out there who has never experienced this type of product before, maybe they're looking at some other alternative out there, they're not sure after watching this, what would you tell them to kind of ease their mind to basically come on and get educated?
You have to touch it. You have to feel it. Soapstone feels so good. It's because of the talc in it, but it's beautiful. It feels good. It responds to your life. It lives with you. It's a wonderful experience.
Wonderful. Last time, viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. On the website, once again, you can contact this local company here that basically has roots nationwide. This is an organization that began in 2005, basically to bring something that nobody else really offered to this degree. They have now become the authority on soapstone. That is Dorado Soapstone, located right here in Denver, Colorado. This is Gary Atensi with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.